Honorable members of Manhattan District Attorney's Office and Homeland Security Investigations, distinguished consul generals, members of the Consular Corps, and esteemed guests. It's a great honor to welcome you all at this ceremony organized by the Consulate General of the Republic of Türkiye in New York on the occasion of the repatriation of antiquities to Türkiye. With your permission, I'd like to start the ceremony by outlining the program. A speech by His Excellency Mr. Mike Alfonso, Assistant Special Agent in Charge at Homeland Security Investigations. A speech by Her Excellency Ms. Leslie Dubek, General Counsel, Manhattan District Attorney's Office. A speech by His Excellency Mr. Reyhan Özgür, Consul General of the Republic of Türkiye in New York. Finally, signing of the protocol between District Attorney of New York County and the Republic of Türkiye regarding the return of 28 antiquities to the latter country. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to start by calling His Excellency Mr. Mike Alfonso, Assistant Special Agent in Charge at Homeland Security Investigations, to the podium to make his speech.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Michael Alfonso. I work for Homeland Security Investigations, or HSI, in New York City. Thank you to our hosts for a warm welcome. I am grateful to be here today with the Consul General and our friends from Türkiye. I want to start before my official remarks with a quick story. Earlier this week, I had an opportunity to attend another repatriation ceremony with our friends from Iraq. After the ceremony, I was making small talks with a colleague from UNESCO, and the colleague asked me, who do I represent or what do I do? And I said, I work in law enforcement. I've been in law enforcement for a long time. And she said, oh, about how long? And I said, just over 20 years, 21 years I've been in law enforcement, but I've been around law enforcement my entire life. So I'm 43 years old. All 43 years I've been in and around law enforcement. And she asked, what's the most rewarding part of your job, or what do you actually do? And I said, well, I've worked narcotics, I've worked money laundering, I've worked some homicide cases, some human trafficking. But I said, really, the most rewarding part of my job is now that I get to work with guys that actually investigate art crimes. And ceremonies like this are the most important thing to me, and it's really what's the most rewarding to me, and I think the people that investigate and prosecute these cases, I think they would agree as well. So this is truly an honor for me to be here. I'm going to go into my official remarks now, but I just wanted to share that with everybody. On behalf of HSI, it gives me great pleasure to be part of this ceremony celebrating the return of these 28 beautiful treasures. HSI is dedicated to investigating those who pilfer a nation's cultural property, and we take great pride in returning antiquities to only one place, their homeland. Despite efforts of many countries to prevent the theft and looting of antiquities, the illicit movement of such items across international borders continues to be a challenge despite the best efforts of nations. Trafficking in antiquities is a multi-billion-dollar transnational criminal enterprise. This is why HSI in New York has created a standalone team that specifically investigates the theft of cultural property, arts, and antiquities. These cases require patience and persistence, making moments like this even more meaningful and satisfying to everybody involved. We recognize that cultural property, art, and antiquities are assigned a dollar value in the marketplace, but we know the cultural and symbolic worth of these treasures far surpass any monetary value to the people of Türkiye. This repatriation is part of a broad, ongoing investigation, or several investigations spanning the globe. We wish there wasn't a need for this type of work, but this is a special result as a result of all the hard work. I feel proud to be here today to represent some of the team, especially from HSI and our close partners in the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, to make this day possible. These artifacts belong to the people of Türkiye. We are proud to participate in the recovery and return so that future generations may study and admire these beautiful pieces. Thank you, stay safe, and stay warm.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. My name is Leslie Dubeck, and I'm the new General Counsel in the Manhattan DA's office. District Attorney Bragg regrets he's unable to join us today, but sends his warmest regards. I'm honored to join you for this exciting occasion. I want to say a special thank you to Türkiye's Consul General Reyhan Uzgur. Thank you for making the ceremony possible. We are so honored to return these beautiful objects to the people of Türkiye. I'm also pleased to speak alongside Michael Alfonso, Assistant Special Agent in Charge for our law enforcement partners, Homeland Security Investigations in New York. And in attendance today from my office, Assistant District Attorney Matthew Bogdanos, Chief of our Antiquities Trafficking Unit. This afternoon, we are honored to return 28 antiquities to the people of Türkiye, with a collective value of $4.6 million. The collection includes the stag head Reitan, which depicts a finely wrought stag's head in the form of a ceremonial vessel for libations. Michael Steinhardt purchased the antiquity from the Marin Gallery for $2.6 million in November 1991. The item, which dates to 400 BCE, first appeared without provenance on the international art market after rampant looting in Milas, Türkiye. In March 1993, Steinhardt loaned the staghead's Reitan to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, where it remained until the DA's office applied for and received a warrant to seize it. Today, the antiquity is valued at $3.5 million. Along with the stag's head Reitan, we're honored to return other cultural treasures you see here today, including 13 other pieces from the Steinhardt collection: Antelope Standard with bird rattle 1 and 2, the female figurine with 7 gold dress ornaments, then the Anatolian terracotta idol, and the small Anatolian limestone idol. These relics were part of a much larger collection of stolen and looted antiquities owned by Steinhardt, one of the world's largest ancient art collectors. Last year, my office concluded a multi-year, multinational criminal investigation into Steinhardt, seizing 180 stolen antiquities valued at $70 million and imposing a first-of-its-kind lifetime ban on acquiring antiquities. Aside from the Steinhardt pieces, we're pleased to return 12 coins that were seized as part of our joint investigation and prosecution of Arnold Peter Weiss in 2012. Weiss was charged for attempting to sell 2 coins that he believed to be worth millions at an auction. As part of his plea agreement and sentence, Weiss agreed to forfeit 23 coins in his possession, pay a criminal fine, perform 70 hours of community service, and author an article for the American Numismatic Society magazine detailing the dangers of collecting unprovenanced coins. Along with the antiquities seized from the collections of Steinhardt and Weiss, we're happy to return 2 other cultural treasures: large marble head from Achillea 1 and 2. These pieces were seized as part of another ongoing investigation. Manhattan is home to countless art museums, galleries, and antique stores. There is no shortage of beautiful art around every corner. However, what so many in the art world fail to acknowledge is that stolen artifacts should not be collectible property for sale to the highest bidder. They're evidence of thefts and looting committed around the world. Collectors and admirers must do their part to ensure items have been lawfully acquired. And we at the Manhattan DA's office are committed to ensuring that those peddling in stolen and looted antiquities are put to a stop. We look forward to returning the remainder of Steinhardt's vast collection to the 11 different countries to which it is rightfully owed. As always, I'd like to thank our federal partners at Homeland Security Investigations for their continued strong support and assistance. It is now my honor to present these artifacts to the people of Turkey through their honorable representative, Consul General Reyhan Uzgur.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Turkish House and the Turkish Consulate. Ms. Leslie Dubeck, the General Counsel of Manhattan District of Attorney, Mr. Mike Alfonso, Matthew Bogdanos, that I am honored to meet him before, and the Consul General of Lebanon, Mrs. Abir Taha Aoudi, Consul General of Qatar, my dear friend Muhammad Ali Al-Kuwari, esteemed guests. It's an honor and pleasure to have you at this very special handover ceremony, the first of its kind at the Turkish House, at the new Turkish House. Today, we are here to celebrate the finalization of the repatriation process of 28 antiques to Turkey. Those antiques were illegally excavated and exported out of the country and eventually ended up in the United States. Gratefully, they have recently been recovered by the District Attorney and the United States Department of Homeland Security with the contribution and cooperation of the Minister of Culture and Tourism of Turkey. It was a conjoint and dedicated effort which is invaluable to us, and I would like to express my sincere gratitude to those who have demonstrated a will and dedication for this to happen, namely His Excellency Mr. Alvin Bragg, Manhattan District Attorney, Mrs. Leslie Dubek, General Counsel, and also Colonel Matthew Bogdanos, Assistant District Attorney and Chief of Antiques Trafficking Unit, Mrs. Apsara Ayer, Antiques Trafficking Unit, Mrs. Alisa Thiel, Mrs. Juditha Giordani, Mr. Daniel Haley, Mr. John Paul Labat, Special Agent, and Mr. Brenton Easter, Special Agent. I also would like to thank Mrs. Zeynep Boz, who has taken an active part in the whole process from the start, and her colleagues. They are from the Combating Illicit Trafficking Department at the Ministry of Culture and Tourism of Turkey. Also, many thanks for the efforts of our Consul's Cultural Attaché, Mr. Hüseyin Baştürk as well. The returned antiques will be displayed in Turkish museums. In that regard, please accept my gratitude to all of you on behalf of the people of Turkey. As you know, thousands of antiques were looted, smuggled out of the lands that hosted ancient civilizations, including our country, and sold by dealers. Now we are enjoyed by the efforts and initiatives such as this one to return them to their rightful place. Smuggling networks, collectors, dealers, and auction houses can put price tags on these antiques. They can see them as commodities that can be sold and bought. However, they are invaluable for the people of their indigenous countries. With this notion in mind, the Ministry of Culture and Tourism of Turkey has been closely tracing the smuggled Turkish antiques across the globe. In the last 20 years, we have been returned nearly 8,000 illegally exported cultural objects thanks to the relentless and conjoint efforts by the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, especially through its diplomatic missions, Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Trade, and Ministry of Justice. Here, we also need to underline the support provided by the academics and the museums professionals, which has played a key role along the way. Illicit trafficking of cultural property can be prevented through coordination at the international level. The investigations by the Office of New York District County send a clear message to all smugglers, dealers, and collectors that illegal purchase, possession, and sale of cultural artifacts will not go unpunished. In this regard, we look forward to hearing more good news from your office regarding the repatriation of new antiques originated from Turkey and other countries. Once again, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to the Office of District Attorney and Homeland Security Investigations for their assistance with this matter. And I will quote the Minister of Culture and Tourism by saying, "Cultural and historical objects are always better off in their places of origin." Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Consul General. Now I'd like to invite Ms. General Counsel Leslie Dubek to sign the protocol between the District Attorney of New York County and the Republic of Türkiye.